Coming up on today's San Francisco 49ers Report, San Francisco 3-0 after dismantling the New York Giants on Thursday Night Football. There's plenty to discuss going into Week 4 matchup against the Arizona Cardinals. So we got some great questions, some really good analysis from a lot of our subscribers. Let's take your questions right now. How about them Niners? Chase, did you see that Jason Verrett was one of the cornerbacks that worked out for us? Would you sign him for depth/practice squad emergency cornerback? I would not, and that's great that Jason Verrett is trying to continue his NFL career, but look, over the last several seasons, the only healthy one that he's had, especially for the Niners, 2020, when he did play really well that year, it's so unfortunate that a former first-round pick who starts off with the Chargers, plays well, and then from that point on, continues to get injured year after year, where he gets robbed of having a very successful NFL career at a really important position. It sucks, right? But I think that after he tore his ACL for the second time in as many seasons, I'm not sure what type of athlete he is. And I wonder if the 49ers were doing a guy who they love, who they really care about. They've said as much. He was a leader in that locker room, a favor, by at least giving him a workout. And if other teams see, oh, the Niners put Jason Verrett through a workout, let's see what he can do. Hopefully he can latch on with another cornerback-needy team, because that would be a tremendous story, and hopefully he plays well. But I think that the Niners are in a pretty good spot. I did think that was interesting, though. How about them Niners, that he was one of the players that did work out. Jeremy Torres chiming in with the $5 donation, and he is a first-time Super Chatter. Thank you so much for donating to the program here during our live show on Friday. Jeremy, you are the man. Words of wisdom. Chase, do you think that this extension increases the likelihood that John Lynch will use that cap space now to go all out this year? Very good question, words of wisdom. So when you forecast ahead, a lot of players are making big-time dollars for San Francisco over the next few years. And we've talked about all of the names on that list. Trent Williams, George Kittle, Fred Warner, now Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel. You want to pay Talanoa Hufanga. You want to pay Brandon Ayuk, Kyle Juszczyk making a lot of coin. Do you want to sign Aaron Banks to a contract extension as well? A lot of players on both sides of the ball who are either making a lot of money or set to make a lot of money and cash in with the Niners, or if not with San Francisco, other teams. So I think that really the money is being used right now, $41+ million in cap space, as flexibility. And from a business standpoint, that's a great place to be, because you can roll that money over and carry it over into next year and in future years. But while John Lynch said that's the most likely avenue, he also did say, as we approach the NFL trade deadline, you never know when we're going to have to use some of that money and allocate those resources to improving our team. And if an injury happens, if there is a glaring hole at one position, like let's say right tackle, and San Francisco wants to bring in a stud player, they can at least afford to do that. Having cap flexibility and financial flexibility is great in life. It's great in business. It's great in sports. And that's what the Niners have right now. They can use it in a multitude of ways. More questions coming up here around the bend. But first, AG1 is our presenting sponsor. I take AG1 every single day, and it's really helped me optimize and prioritize my health. Since I graduated from Temple University in 2015, I have lost 40 pounds, and I really take care of my health a lot. I'm also picky about what I put into my body. I need it to be healthy ingredients, right? My mom passed away from cancer, so all those harsh ingredients really freak me out. And when I drink AG1, I know I'm getting a quality product, because it includes 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients. The benefits of daily use will benefit how you feel on a daily basis. Promotes gut health. That's really important. You don't want nasty stuff going on in the gut or the biome. Supports immunity. Boosts your focus as well as your energy. I'm working right now. We had a watch party on Thursday night, but I'm still going to hit the Katy Trail here in Dallas and go for a 5-6 mile run, and AG1's going to help fuel me up, but also I like to drink it after my workouts. Therefore, I can replace what I lose. Look, at the end of the day, this is the deal that you get, and it's a deal that you should take advantage of. 5 free travel packs and a year's supply of vitamin D with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/chatsports. Black Mask, Goldmine Hall of Fame member. Would you like to see the Niners have better starts? Don't get me wrong. Love that we're 3-0. Great to be at the game last night. We let the Giants and the Rams hang around. So here's the thing about the NFL. A lot of people don't realize that a majority of games are decided by one score or less. Very rarely do you see a team in the National Football League that's favored by double digits. San Francisco is 10.5-point favorites against the Giants. They covered that spread, and they cover it pretty easily. Even the Kansas City Chiefs have had 2 tough games to start the year. Jacksonville in week 2, they lost to Detroit in week 1. So this is the National Football League. There are a lot of quality players, a lot of quality teams. This is really what it comes down to for me. You might be able to hang around for a quarter or 2. The Giants hung around for a quarter. That's 15 minutes of 60. The Los Angeles Rams hung around for 30 minutes. But throughout the course of a ball game, 60 minutes, San Francisco's talent won out in both of those matchups. Against Pittsburgh, it wasn't even close. Up until the 2-minute drill, they had given up, 5 yards of total offense against Pittsburgh, and they had scored 23 points in the first half. That right there is pretty damn good. So it's the NFL. It's going to be competitive. They scored on the first drive against Pittsburgh. They scored on the first drive against the Los Angeles Rams, right? And they scored on the first drive week 3 against the Giants. Now, it could be a touchdown or field goal, but still important to get some of those starts. And defensively, I think Steve Wilkes has made this kind of be known as his kind of DNA as a defensive coordinator. Let's feel out the game a little bit, make those adjustments, and then we'll suffocate you when we make those adjustments. Antonio Mims, Christian McCaffrey, 1,300 total yards in the regular season. He might get more than that. Right now, he's on pace for, I think, 2,200, 2,300 total yards. I did say prior to the year, with what he did last year with the Niners and how well he was able to play, he's a perfect scheme fit. Kyle Shanahan's using him beautifully within this offense. He was on the verge of being a 2,000 all-purpose yard guy, and with how he started this year, if he can stay healthy, he's going to reach that number. Joe McIntyre, onto the plaque. Yes. For those who don't know, the San Francisco 49ers Report is over 90,000 subscribers. We accomplished that with our watch party on Thursday Night Football, and we are 9,560 people away as of this recording from getting that silver plaque from YouTube. You know, when we talk about professional athletes, we like to say the 1%ers, right? Billionaires, millionaires, 1%ers. Among all YouTube content creators and channels, the 1%ers get that YouTube silver plaque. And for us to get that, that's pretty special. And what's cool for all of you, you get to be a part of history. We just had a record-breaking last month. We've had 1.6 million people tune into the show over the last month. Let's continue to grow. San Francisco. Let's go. DeJuan Marshall, Christian McCaffrey, MVP. Yeah, on our Friday show and during our post-game show, I was talking about that. And when you think about MVPs in all of sports, regardless of the league, think about it. Most valuable player. And where would that team be without that player? The 49ers have not lost a regular season game with Christian McCaffrey. He's scored a touchdown now in 12 straight games. They are averaging 30 points per game since his introduction into the starting lineup. And this year, more than 100 yards week 1, week 2, running it. And then in week 3, more than 100 all-purpose yards. This guy is a special, special player as a running back and as a wide receiver, and he's one of one. Black Mask. Purdy threw a couple of questionable balls last night that our receivers turned into defenders. No picks, but he needs to learn from those. I agree. And Black Mask, you were at the game, so you were able to see the play develop. Congratulations, taking your son there and taking in a Niners win. Yeah, those early throws, Debo, Kittle, he even completed a long one to Jawan Jennings in which JJ was running this way, had to kind of turn around. He needs to be better there, no doubt about it. But the 3 throws that I love from Brock Purdy, touchdown throw to Ronnie Bell, stack box from the Giants. He faced the highest percentage of blitz in the next-gen stats era, 84% of his dropbacks, the Giants blitzed. So on that Ronnie Bell play, he knows that the blitz is coming, right? They send the house. He kind of backpedals, throws that ball, perfect touch to Ronnie Bell where only he could get it. And then on the one to Debo, 27-yard touchdown. Once again, all out, zero blitz. Purdy senses pressure, steps up in the pocket after taking that snap under center. Perfect ball to Debo. And then the throw that we're going to forget about, kind of like the scramble drill to Ayuk last year in that Seattle game, the throw that he made to Christian McCaffrey was unbelievable. He felt the pocket collapse around him. He stepped up, maneuvered to his left, threw a dart, and it was broken up at the last second. McCaffrey knows he probably should have caught that football. Like, that may have been his best throw of the game. So he missed a few, but he made some really good ones. Joe McIntyre. Chase, thoughts on Kinlaw? He's looking pretty damn good. Javon Kinlaw is looking awesome. And I have some numbers here that I want to talk about with Javon Kinlaw because the play in the first 3 games for him has been awesome. First of all, defensive tackle pressure leaderboard in the NFL. Javon Hargrave, number 1 with 13. Javon Kinlaw, number 4 at 10. And then Eric Armstead at number 7 with 9. 49ers pressures against the Giants. They had 23 total. Javon Kinlaw had 4. He consistently collapsed the pocket. And then you look further. In 2023, Javon Kinlaw has had 10 quarterback pressures on 62 pass rush snaps. In 2021 and 2022 combined, 11 pressures on 220 pass rush snaps. So this year, he's looking really good. He's putting it all together. Hopefully, he can continue to stay healthy. Bang, bang, Niner gang, San Francisco, the faithful, we appreciate you for tuning into the show today. Give me a real one if you're still here so that I know that you're a real one, and make sure you hit that subscribe button.